Hello and welcome to Learning as we play Stellaris, where I play Stellaris and I explain what I do while I'm doing it, so you also have a chance to either start learning or better learn how to play Stellaris. I'm not explaining everything that's going on all the time because honestly this is episode, I don't know, 30, 31, something like this. And go back to the first if you're completely new to this. Check it out. We start with our Empire, and this is a roleplay approach, so no min-max strategies here. Sometimes we very deliberately take a strategy that might not be the super ideal one, but here we are. So currently we are in a crisis. Well, multiple crises, honestly, because the Praku arbitrators have woken and they're looking to move outside again, while the improved Jackly aggression has decided to become the defender of this galaxy. So there will be some clashes here. We do not quite know what the Ignore Val Chroniclers will do, but there is a good chance that they will start a war with the Praku. And of course, we're still fighting the Contingency across the galaxy. They tried to start a pocket within our space, but as you can see, we have fought them back, and there's only this system which keeps spawning armies and keeps spawning fleets, so that's a problem. The Contingency still has a foothold here, which has not yet been pushed back, and the League of Yara has been fighting it. But we have seen the NPC factions really coming into their own here with their big fleets who are, well, I mean, the fleets individually aren't that big, but there are just so many that by the sheer mass of ships they are pushing back on the Contingency. So our main immediate objectives are securing our borders, as we have done for centuries, in this case by pumping out stations, and of course by keeping this thing here safe. We have a bigger station cap now. We are still struggling a little bit to get enough alloy to even build all the things we would like to build, but I think it is time to upgrade all the stations surrounding the space of this system here until we can pacify it. We have also moved our dimensional fleet summoned to protect this wormhole because, well, the enemy has arrived here before. And yeah, so we can astral jump them closer if we need, but at the moment all this is a little bit problematic, I would say. So we want to take this system again, meaning we will move our ships who are all wonderfully repaired and go continue our bombing campaign against the Contingency world, which we cannot land armies on, sadly. So we are truly sitting on doing this, and yeah, there's really not much we can do, sadly. Just have to keep doing it. Cloaked fleets were discovered. Alright. This means we immediately kick them out because we currently have everything closed to everyone. The Galactic Council is still in session trying to figure out, do we do something here or not? Let's see what our promoted official will do. You are governing a specific planet. So do we need trade? I mean, it wouldn't hurt. I'm wondering where all of our consumer goods are going. Or rather, where our production is for these. Losing some volatile modes, that's fine in my eyes. It might be that this planet was responsible for a majority of our consumer goods production. So we might be in need of pumping some more up, but we have room to do it. We're gonna go for mixed industries here. Let's build up the medical center, clone vats, and the medical center here. Start with that. And let's build one of each here, but mainly build this out. Make sure we clear all blockers while we still have the energy. I mean, we have a lot of energy. That's fine. It's fine. We'll leave it at Forge World because we can have civilian industries on a Forge World too. But let's bring over a few more people, I would say. Some civilians from in. Some unemployed slaves. Let's make it a real diverse place here. Quite sure if that was an unemployed worker or not, but we'll bring over a bunch of people from across our empire here. Okay. So they will help work some of these jobs. Move things along a little bit quicker. I think we're not selling. We're not selling consumer goods anymore. We used to. And we're no longer doing that. Wonderful. You are commanding the 7th wave, so you will... well, we also are Minister of Defense. Military shipbuild speed plus 10%. It's not as good as it sounds because literally we do not have the money, the materials to even do that much. So, I mean, look at that. We reinforced. We're lacking 112,000 alloy to reinforce our fleets for Litek. I think up to the end of this game, we're unlikely to ever see our fleets back at full capacity. We're very unlikely to see that. We have an idle leader. Ah, yes, one of the commanders. What? I remember. We had armies who merged. We had armies that merged. That was what happened with the commander. So let's put you on some planet. Maybe this one here. It doesn't really quite matter. You're not ideal for this, but it's fine. Alright. The readings are somewhat puzzling, however, as the height of the wall always returns equal to exact altitude, and observing this phenomenon has flood. Okay, just white noise. We're gonna continue through there. As is tradition, we don't need to read everything absolutely. There are certain things that are fine to kind of skim and skip over. I'm a little bit disappointed by the output of our Forge Worlds. Like, this is mainly because we don't have enough people working it, I think. It's not prioritized. So if we just brought in more people,
build job complete.
That would probably help, but from where, you know? Could bring them in from, let's say, research worlds or urban worlds or something. And the factory world also has too many jobs, too few people working them. An unidentified empire has completed its modification of Estrian Prime. What? Oh, yeah. Alright, okay. These guys who started modifying our biosphere in Estrian Prime. Plant-wide, the local insects now communicate using the same frequencies as our wireless device. A single chirp can operate an automatic door. So, we could try and remove it, or we will try and adapt. It costs us 1,000. It costs us 1,000 amenities, which we have. We're good. No worries. We will adapt. So we got this now. Society research from city and hive districts +3. Not super important. We don't really do research here, but there's a little bit of output. So it's not too bad. Build some specializations so we get more building slots. New research there. Let's see, naval capacity +25. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it's with the modifiers, it's more than 25. Ship build speed, ship upkeep. Refit standards. I think we're gonna go take that. Create a penal colony. Crime -25%. Not, wait, is this empire wide? No, this is just for where you put it. This is like a... Oh wait, no, this is a decision to do. Ah, that's on a planet. Other empire colonies. So we would designate one planet to be a penal colony, and then that would apply to the entire empire, the -25%. That's not, it's not bad, but it's also not what we really need. I think we're gonna go for refit standards. The ship upkeep is very interesting because our ships cost a lot in alloy monthly, and that would put alloy directly into our pockets again.
Game changing.
So we could use it.
Build job complete.
Build job complete, probably on the defensive station here. Which still will auto-build defense platforms. We'll just leave the fleet there to bolster it. A League of Yara is possibly dealing with this. Splitting the atom. Alright, one of our pre-FTLs is doing stuff here. 120,000 strong fleet. But I think, yeah, they're cleaning up down here first and foremost. So this probably will grow a little bit, eat away at their systems. This is just telling us we are reconnected on the hyperlane network to various capitals. We are getting so many new factions, none of which matter really. It's fine. Our great official has passed away, died at the age of something something. Let's go with, let's set up a foundation in his name. We have the energy anyway. And this gives us plus 10% pacifist and monthly society research. Don Talpar. The Pars, of course, a very prominent family. Let's check what he was doing. Was he a sector governor? Possibly. Let's bring in someone new. Fresh governor face. I think we're gonna go with leader lifespan or experience gain. Honestly, they all live pretty long, but this is also a younger one, so I think this is a decent enough choice. You have a level up. You are an official leading a sector, so of course you are they're an official. They're not on council, so you're gonna go with industrialist. Help us. Borders opened. Alright, let's check the resolutions. I think it passed. It might have passed. That we are focusing on the contingency here. Oh. Wait, no, okay. These guys, only these guys have opened their borders to us. That is interesting. Let's go ahead and unprotect these borders. Allow our ships to pass through there again. I disallow it early on because I don't want my science ships going into their space, because they will be discovered even with cloaks. And then they keep getting pushed around and back, and I find that sort of annoying. There's a Gaia world here just sitting there. So can I do more in terms of diplomacy with them now? I could invite them into a federation. Requires an embassy or the diplomatic networking tradition, which we do not have and we also cannot adopt. That is very interesting. Huh. They have a lot of war causes running around. Alright, interesting. Well, if they open their borders to us, I mean, can I can't tell them to be like, hey, we're opening our borders to you, we are not allowed. They of course have overwhelming fleet power. There's nothing we can do against these guys. They would absolutely crush and defeat us. Okay, first choice here. Let's see, perhaps by sampling the material, we may further understand the current situation. Alternatively, we can take some time to map out the shapes of these walls and detect if there is any kind of pattern. I will take a sample. It's a little bit more difficult to do, but we have a pretty high skill, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So our NPC fellows are pushing back the contingency pretty decently. There's only really this system left, though the contingency is still growing in certain spots and not being contained all that well. We are of course trying our very best to keep pushing up. Always get the disruption field on your defensive stations because it's very, very powerful. Just reducing straight up the shield capacity of your enemies. very good choice to do. We're trying to bomb that system, that planet into oblivion.
Time for some new
At
chrome.
11%. And our fleets already have the kind of bombing stance that will increase it as much as possible. We're just not dealing a lot of damage. Quantum missiles unlocked. We should probably go upgrade our fleets for this. Which I'm not even sure we can afford, but we'll try. What else do we have? Defense platform hull points. Oof. That's very attractive, but takes far too long for what we need currently. I think we're going to go for destroyer hull points. We have a bunch of them. And it's a direct passive bonus. Let's go and upgrade them one by one here. Once we even can. Like we can upgrade this fleet and then we select it. Goes out now and then we shift CTRL them back to the bombing campaign. Not even shift CTRL, just shift. Because I want them to go upgrade. Once they're upgraded, I want them right back here. And they're mainly upgrading for... Oh wait, there's a lot of upgrading. Oh, it might be the armor upgrades that's happening here as well. Yep, that was the armor upgrade for the majority here. But there's some missiles in here, I'm assuming. Some of these will get the armor upgrade and the missile upgrade, which is a big jump, by the way. So this is 425 armor, whereas this is 725, so that's big. And of course the missiles, just one step up, but the armor specifically is big. So our fleet is immediately returning. Let's check the other fleets. I think this one here had 1000. No, that's not what I wanted to click. Thank you. This one here costs 700, so we can afford this. We're letting them do this without clicking shift, holding shift, and then we hold shift on the planet so they immediately return after having done this. I'm not sure, but I think our missiles also inform how much damage we do on bombing runs. It doesn't say in the tooltip, so don't take my word for it, but it feels like that might be. Command matrix. Ship fire rate plus 5% and command center up. This is very strong. 5% fire rate is very, very strong. We should heavily consider this. Also, I don't see anything else. This might be good. This might be good. But I'd rather take this right now. 5% is for everything. The better laser is just one slot, but
these contacts
that's how we're gonna go do it.
Users.
And I'm preferring to upgrade my fleets right now over just rebuilding and putting more ships in. Because as they are upgraded, the ships we have gain more survivability, live a longer life. So that's what you want.
They sure like to keep up appearances.
That's what you want. We keep catching these cloaked ships here. Though, have we closed their borders? We haven't opened them, but at the moment it might be... I didn't see whether or not the resolution passed, honestly. I didn't pay attention, so that's bad. I don't know if the galaxy has decided that these guys are our greatest threat. Apparently, the NPC fleets that we're fighting down here have left the building, so I don't know where exactly they are. They might be trying to make their way back here to protect the League of Yara. They might be completely anywhere else. I don't know. What we might want to consider, I don't know if we researched it. I don't think we did, because I said we're likely not going to be able to build a megastructure, so we didn't get the sentry array research, which would eventually reveal the entire map to us if built out properly. Detected the first launch of an artificial satellite. Oh, very good. So the cool thing about these guys is once they are ready, we can finally take them as another colony and as slaves to our empire. We have been waiting for this for a long time. These guys actually completely obliterated themselves once in an atomic war. So we have watched their life cycle a multitude of times. Finally. Okay, so now they will talk to us and they're like, hey, give me that system, please. And they're like a laughable demand from you. How dare you? You are ours. So, yeah. We now have the system, and where was it? Fonok here. So, we're gonna go ahead and declare a war. Not to vassalize. Wait, there might be another event pending. Let's wait for a moment. Yeah, there we go. Oh no, scavenger bot has been destroyed. We have gained the administrative control of Ponok 1, formerly a holding over Eruxo civilization, because we control the starbase in the system. So yeah, this is now ours. And we have all these people here. Oh, they have a variant already in them. That's very cute. So, our system now, but they are very unhappy with us. Very, very unhappy. Let's build a medical center. Wait, no, we already have this. We need clone mats. Upgrade this. We could specialize. We're of course gonna go do that. And yeah, here we're gonna go for Subterran. Gives us a greater variety of building options. Are there any blockers to clear? No. Okay, there's some rare crystals to be gained from mining. This is not a bad planet. But we're gonna go send... So first of all, let's start an anti-crime campaign. This costs us a little bit of energy, but that's okay to do. We're not consecrating this world, we can't. We're gonna go ahead and resettle a bunch of people here. We're also gonna terraform this in a second. Like, a lot of things are about to happen. We're gonna go send... Maybe not from our small worlds. Let's take our home world. This has the greatest speed of building things. So we're gonna go send a few people of our empire over to deal with all this. Not 191 elite, that's a few too many. Some unemployed slaves here. Like, we need to deal with this. Also, we can redistribute their slave population elsewhere, because right now they're a little bit of a problem for us. So, oh, this place here has some room to move people around. Wonderful. And see, let's find something. Wait, does it tell me the split here? Wonderful. No, it doesn't tell me the split. It doesn't tell me exactly how many of any given thing. But we are looking to bring people to industrial worlds, maybe? So these guys are not going to live well there, but that's fine. We'll just spread them across the empire as is tradition. Just to reduce their population here. Whoops. Move the wrong ones. They will be put into work eventually, somewhere. We are completely displacing them. Well, not completely, but quite. Alright, next thing, we're gonna go terraform this thing into an alpine world, as is tradition. We have the energy, no problem. We're also gonna go ahead and auto-designate this thing to be... Yeah, let's make it a factory world, because apparently we need it. Let's automate this thing. We're also gonna go higher and bring in a governor specifically for it. We do have the income on Unity, that's not a problem for us. And I would like someone to take care of this place. We're gonna take someone with experience gain. A little bit old for my tastes to start out with, but our leaders live long anyway, so they will help keep this thing in check. Now, let's go to the species modification here. Find these fools. And yeah, there are some super Eruxo. Now, we're gonna go off the super Eruxo because they got a survivor. This is the species that survived. Honestly, we don't need that. We don't really need that, but it's an added thing. Let's create a template here. So first of all, we shift you over to Alpine. And we don't want weak slaves. That's not good for us. Let's get you... Let's instead make you strong. And now we're gonna go ahead and apply that to all of them.
New job in the situation.
It will take 2 months.
Fleet augmented.
Alright, our next fleet's done, yeah. So this planet here, of course, is in danger of a bit of an uprising. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go land off our armies here. They're currently not doing anything else, might as well. And they will add a little bit of stability just by being present. Okay. It's a bit of a gamble to send this fleet away, but we need it. Okay, we're seeing some NPC fleets make their way up here. Not ideal. Still not ideal that we even lost this system to begin with, but, well, what could we do? Given these results, there is no reason to believe that some sort of entity is making use of the material. Okay. Each time we drew the same phrase. Okay, we got some rare crystals. We'll take them onto our stockpile. Not to worry. Speaking of stockpiles, astral actions are ready. Let's do these here. Some speed, some research. All fine. We have upgraded the Eruxo to be all super Eruxo. So they are strong now rather than weak, and they have Alpine preference, which soon they will enjoy. Let's check through here. Everyone is still Alpine. All creatures in our Grand Empire. I don't know why our species portrait is still this, because we have long since shifted and shed our coils. I also learned that soon there will be a rework for how psionic works, so the things that we have experienced with the Whisperers and stuff might work differently in the future. Such is life with Stellaris. The game does change a bunch. Not always for the better, but I think they really had it for the past few years, yeah. So Durasteel armor is worse than what we have, I believe. Let's check real quick. Yeah, we have the level up to that because we found it. Alright, what do we do? Marauder missiles. Again, they don't say that they actually do something in terms of helping with bombardment. There's no such information. But it's fairly quick. Might go with destroyer build speed and cost down, because we have a lot of destroyers in our fleets. So let's go with that first. It's quicker. And we just upgraded our missiles anyway. We will eventually do that again. Senate is in session again. What are we talking about here? The Yankee Conservation Act. Yeah, we're not hurting Tianki. So might as well throw our not inconsiderable political weight here behind protecting the creatures. They have never done anything to us. Very different from all the other space empires around us. Our armies are arriving just now. So they will land here, and even if there is an uprising, it's not gonna go much. The Conclave of the Telepays has made a breakthrough in harnessing the powers of our patron, the Whisperers in the Void. Where previously only psionic individuals could fully grasp the extent of the Covenant, we have devised a way to let power flow through entire starships at a scale never seen before. Should we wish it, the mark of the Whisperers of the Void can push our ships further than before. Technology gained. Mark of the Whisperers. Secrets are weapons without compare.
Game-changing upgrades incoming.
Well, what is this? Research complete? What is this? Evasion chance plus 15%. That's crazy. That is crazy. 15% evasion chance is amazing. I think we have to use this pretty much immediately. The mech pucks have insulted us. Well, Coolio? Enjoy. Good luck with that. Alright, let's press F9 to get our fleet management up, go into the ship designer, and we're gonna go through our ship designs here. We're gonna go see, like, can we put this in here? Sadly, no, because it takes a little bit too much power, which is a bit of a shame. So can't quite do that. Next one. I'm pretty sure with plus 200 that should be fine. Oh, come on. Well, I mean, the afterburners, I think, are evasion chance, so we're just gonna go swap out afterburners. That's just what we're gonna go do. And we overwrite. Yeah, that's not enough. I don't want to reduce our psi shield. So everything that already has afterburners, or you know, a chance of fitting this in. There we go. We'll do that. There we go. See? Wonderful afterburners. Actually, evasion nearly 30%. Now it's not an exact thing because it's a percentage plus, and there's probably some diminishing returns on this, but that's incredible. 30% evasion. This is a game changer. Like literally, this is a game changer. See, 22% evasion. Of course, Psycho needs this. 12%. 14%. I mean, this is a battleship. Battleships, you can't really do much. I'm not sure if the extra 2% are worth it, so we're gonna go with this. Battleships are just what they are. Okay, how much? 8 to 9%. Okay, 1% extra, we'll take it. This design is currently being built, so I can't go ahead and upgrade it. But that is incredible. Wait, could I even give this to these? Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Our defense platform cannot have... Our defense platform cannot have an afterburner, but it can have this. Sadly, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't increase the evasion. I think it's just hard-locked minus 100%, so it doesn't really matter. Interesting. Excess power also gives evasion. It's a shame. God damn, look at these things. Why do they not have a particle lance? It's kind of crazy. Why do they not have this? And why can't I change and save it? That's extra weird. The design name is currently used by a station starbase. Yeah. Oh, because it's already in use, I can't have that. Shame. That's a shame. I wonder why the auto design is not putting that in. Maybe because I built it before I had that option? Huh. Anyway. So that is fantastic, which also means we probably have to upgrade our fleets yet again. I mean, these guys are still upgrading, which is fine. I wonder if they have to upgrade them right away again. Because that evasion, oof. We might actually want to. Okay, let's see. Let's go back. Let's go into the ship designer, and let's start us a new frigate. A new frigate, custom. Put this in. 41% evasion on this thing. Can we do it? Do we have the energy to do it? Can I get... No. Get ancient pulse armor in there? No. Yeah, I think we're gonna go try this. And we'll call this a Wasp, because this thing here stings and evades. That's what it does. Though we might want to consider not giving missiles on this, because these go close. These go up close and personal. Now, the missiles here, they deal a lot of wonderful damage and they have 100% shield penetration. But this thing goes straight for everything. We haven't really upgraded these, but maybe disruptors might be good. So this goes straight for the hull. It's 1 to 11 damage. And we throw torpedoes, so let's try this. They both have about the same range, and their job is just to get in. But what can we do with a corvette? We haven't used corvettes in a while. How much evasion can I get on a corvette? Especially one that is maybe with point defense. Let's see. So corvettes already start with 90% evasion. I mean, the excess power here will go down in a moment. Let's give it, wait, range 0 to 30, 0 to 30, accuracy, and they're both more or less the same. This here has better tracking, so we'll give it this. I'm gonna just throw disruptors on this as well. Give it some psionic shields. Ah, shoot, you can't. Can I get one ancient pulse armor in there? Oh, damn, I can. It's fine-tuned to perfection, but the problem is if I upgrade the disruptors, then this will not have enough energy to do this. So we'll call this here the Gnat, because it's a small thing. And we might actually want to put these in, because 90% evasion chance, that is incredible. Like, these things are gonna be a problem. These things are gonna be a problem, I'm believing. So let's go ahead, let's check our fleets here. And honestly, we're gonna go add a few gnats. Oh, one. Maybe we reduce the shadow slingers, not so much. And we add the wasps. A few. Let's reduce these. Get some gnats in there. Shift for 10. And some wasps. We don't even have anything like that in this. But we could reduce our footprint on these guys a little bit. And add a bunch of these. And a bunch of these. Alright.
Game-changing upgrades incoming.
So we're adding some small ships in again. I'm really tempted to make a big fleet just out of corvettes and frigates. I'm very, very tempted to do that. I'm very tempted. Gateway construction might be interesting. But we're gonna go upgrade our disruptors now that we have some ships with that. Iron Disruptor, I don't know exactly what level of Disruptor that is. Vote for Federation Law. What's happening? Allowed separate treaties. So that means they can have like separate peace treaties from us and separate wars, I think. So we'll just vote yes for that. We don't need to be of one mind all the time. Is there anything else we would like to change? Federation fleet construction. A lot of things he doesn't want us to do, but that's okay. Our fleet is still being upgraded. Of course, the Titan takes the longest to refit. Let's do this. Let's make a fun little fleet here. Just gnats and wasps. Who knows? Like, it's a very cheap fleet. It's a very cheap fleet. It's extremely cheap. But I think this is just a... that's just the maximum we can build. Like, they're not that cheap. They cost a bunch. Okay. We have a bit of a criminal problem here. Oh dear, what the hell is going on? Oh. Okay, let's restore jobs. Let's make this more important. This cuts into our alloys, but let's also start an anti-crime campaign here. Costs us energy, but... oh, we have a lot of missing amenities, which is probably also due to jobs not being worked. Let's get this going first here. Wait, I can set multiple? What? How does this work all of a sudden? Okay, this will help immediately. Like, amenities need to be restored, otherwise people get very, very angry. And here's our little world with all the hatred. They'll see the light eventually. And until then, if they decide to do something, well, they got a big honking fleet atop of their heads. Okay, we only have one fleet here to upgrade a little bit, so I think it's time to reinforce again. This fleet is starting. It's getting one corvette built. Everything else goes into the bigger fleets here. We have something red here. I think that might be the unstable world. What might be these guys? I kind of don't want to get them on automation because I sort of need them there. Let's put them to enter orbit. Active reconnaissance. I mean, we can watch this planet basically with active reconnaissance. There's still something red. What does the red mean really? I think it's something that requires our attention, unsurprisingly. But I don't know what. We'll just have to live with it. Rivalry invalidated. The League of Jara is no longer powerful enough to be considered a rival of ours. They keep being pushed back here by the Contingency, which is not great. I hope I can push these out, that would be wonderful. And you are a commander. I think you are governing. So if you're governing, let's go ahead and make you a commissioner instead. Gives bonuses for governance.
We need an exit strategy, stat.
One of our our ships was decloaked, that's fine. I'm sure it had a good reason to get decloaked. Let's go ahead and assist cloaking detection out there, where I know that our neighbors like to come snooping. Speaking of snooping, let's
Game-changing
go.
upgrades
Oh,
incoming.
to build the spy network? Alright. Let's steal some tech, shall we? We'll put in one of our guys, this guy. Launch this. The League of Yara. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Wouldn't it have been better had you just joined me? What? Let's put in this researcher here. We're just gonna go steal some tech around here. Gonna go do that. Ah, perfect. Build speed and stuff up. Titan hull points. Now that is very attractive, but it's too long. Battleship hull points a little bit more attractive. Autocannons. They don't have much range, but they rip through shields and hulls. But could just go for the Stormfire autocannon, which is like a much higher level of it. Civilian repli complexes. I think this is important. Right now we're looking at a bit of a shortage, so let's build this. Offers us up some buildings that help us deal with it. Also, industrialist, what are you doing? Minister of State, and you're our representing in the Messenger's Covenant, and you are our, okay, so advisor, possibly. Don't need that so much. I think ambassador would be better. Trust growth. Plus 5%. I think delegate might actually be best. Monthly federation cohesion is kind of important to us. These are all good, but I think because you're so specifically working this job, I want to make you a delegate for that. So you improve the one job you're doing quite significantly. Alright. So something I was thinking about, because we have a good surplus of energy at the moment. Something I was thinking about potentially doing. Industrial world. I think here it's pretty fine with jobs. Let's restore some. But on a newer world, like Fonok, I think it might make sense to build those automation things. We're gonna go replace this for sure with heavy industry. Like, we could build these automation things, which will just work a bunch of these jobs, which is pretty damn good for us right now. Decloaking, decloaking, decloaking. No, don't care too much. We also want to keep upgrading our star bases here.
Constructed something game-changing.
Like, this is more important than building out the modules right now, because this immediately increases how many defense platforms it can have, and with our specialization, that just keeps going up. New Federation President. Well, look at us. We're back in the seat of power. Perfect. So let's go ahead and say we rule for 40 years now. How about that? How about we change that a little bit? What was I just doing? Blah blah blah. We got the writer sphere, a specimen here, and a gift modifier added. Monthly physics research plus 10% for 10 years. We'll take it. So the writer sphere is exceptional. Astral Rift exploration speed plus 23%. Doesn't help us. We'll just keep it. That's fine. Right, yeah, I was working on Fonok. Well, no, I can't say anything about Fonok. Okay, we have changed to 40 years, so we will be leading the Federation for 40 years, nearly to the end of the game. What we could do is try and push for changes here as well. Federation fleet construction, everyone, that's fine. Subjects can join, no. What we need, right, I think we started on this last time. What we need is we need to... not these guys, these guys. We need to... No, also not these guys, these guys. We need to start extorting favors here. This is something we need to do. Because only with favors can we overrule them. And that's what we want to do. So we can change the Federation in a way that we would like it to have. And Disruptor. Ooh. Jump drive travel. Alright, we started on this, but we have... Yeah. Let's go with phase disruptors. Let's make these even better at the moment. Everything else we have a better or a decent version of it. Like, these are just slightly different from what we already have, so we don't quite need that tech. Anything that's good. Our Astral Fleet will change soon. Operative Spooked. Such risk and normal. Now you get extra resources. I don't care so much about changing the infiltration level anymore. We get it fairly quickly.
Time for some new chrome.
Yeah, very good. Naval capacity 25. Assault army damage and morale plus 15%. That's honestly, that's pretty good. Faction resource output, also not bad. Anything else I would like here? No, not so much. So, I'm gonna go for habitability because there are still some worlds where we don't have 100% due to various factors. And that helps a lot. This is very attractive though. Then again, now we're gonna get this. There might be other wars where we do have to use our armies again. And might as well make them stronger. Might be way more interesting and important than anything else we can do right now. I'm looking around real quick if I can find something for a good arc furnace.
This system's secrets are ours.
Oh, here. Subic. 17, that's a good one. I mean, building megastructures right now is not so sensible because honestly we just don't have the fleets. We don't have the people. But we built a fresh fleet and it's the second wave, which we will simply call the tiny stingers. That's what we call it. And they do get one leader. And combat disengagement chance, emergency FTL damage risk. Trickster might just fit. I like it. It's more of a RP thing with this fleet. You have discovered that these ships are very, very evasive. Which is good. All right, the Shroud. What do you have for us? What do you have for us? Increased firing rate. Contact lost. They have missed a number of the most recent scheduled check-ins. Find our operatives. Yeah, let's go. Minus 10%, minus 10 infiltration level. And we got ship firing rate plus 20% for the next 5 years. Our bombing campaign continues unabated. Yeah, let's... What is our main... What is our main fleet of these guys? The 5th Void Lurcher? Why are these not even here? Contact confirmed loss, unfortunate. Damn. We lost our operative in that situation. I wish I had something that could destroy planets. This is taking forever. But what can you do? I'm mainly scared of them pumping out another fleet, killing our fleets there. I think I'm gonna... Oh, okay, we're gonna go order... Wait, nah. we're not gonna order these back because they're vanishing in like 50 days anyway. So we just resummon and then send them there to bomb and help protect. This is pretty much a straight thing you can keep going, which I really appreciate. I wish I could just set it to auto activate. Fuck. Okay, astral jump. I cannot astral jump there. Yeah, probably because there's a battle here. Okay, this is not good. They spawned another fleet, and I don't think our fleets are strong enough to deal with it. Maybe, we'll see. Radioactive flora. While cleaning out the radiation of this planet, blah 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 blah. Enlightened the radiotrophic. Sweet. Even more curious, the species appears to be pre-sapient and on the cusp of achieving sentience. Harvest them for... we would get radiotrophic for gene modding. We're not even bothering with this weed, finish the terraforming. Enlighten... yeah, let's enlighten them. More slaves. So we're pumping out some good damage here. We're certainly turning them down. Our fleets are surviving. So Astral Fleet is gone. Summon them again. And here, I kind of had a feeling it would be happening. Would be happening. Let's bring them in. I'm thinking we can win this. But our losses are pretty damn heavy on that. Confidence waivers has begun shying away from their assigned tasks, citing a lack of confidence in their overall purpose. Okay, let's see where these insights may lead. These are just events from... Auxiliary operators have applied themselves with unusual fervor upon learning that their once intangible suspicions were founded on real cause after all. Cool. Operation difficulty -1. Right, so our fleets here took heavy losses. Heavy losses. I think, like, if we look at this, yeah. Oh god, we lost so many destroyers, cruisers, some frigates, at least no titans, but yeah. These battles will just keep pushing us down. Without the void fleets, we would be kind of dead in the water. Let's go and reinforce. There's really not much we can do. It's just what we have to continue doing. And let's go ahead and group these void lurcher thingies into something cohesive. And also set them to bomb this planet. And orbital bombardment is indiscriminate, please. Let's get you a leader. Summon the experience gain because they might get something that gives bombardment damage, which would be wonderful to get. Let's set our void fleet also here to indiscriminately bomb. Just the sheer mass of them might help us achieve this a little bit quicker. I think we're gonna go upgrade our fleets. It's worth it. They will also repair as they do. And since the void fleet just arrived and we just killed whatever was in there and spawned, should be fine. Jaren research secured. Now we're gonna go ahead and give us the backstore. Phase disruptors plus 30%. Infiltration level goes down. But our research speed goes plus 10% for the next 2 years. We'll take it. I'm willing to lose some infiltration level. That's not a problem for us. How is it going here? 60%. Our fleets are so weak. So weak. Let's upgrade you. And then Send you back out here.
Fleet augmented.
Okay, well, the upgrading also does not actually repair them. I thought it would.
Time
Interesting.
for some new chrome.
Well, these got repaired. These also got repaired. These didn't. Okay, that's odd. That is odd indeed. Durasteel armor we have better. Let's pause this. Mining station output, corvette hull points, and frigate hull points. It's just 7 months, but cruiser hull points, like they're bigger, they cost us more to do. That's a difficult choice. This is quick. Let's go with it. I mean, we're building a whole fleet of these guys now, so might as well. Where even is this fleet? Where are you being built? Out here. Okay, cool. You can already be upgraded. Fantastic stuff.
Fleet augmented. Game-changing upgrades incoming.
Let's keep reinforcing. Crime boss arrested in Malthula Prime. Wonderful. This will reduce crime heavily. What options do we have? Research from jobs. No, resources from jobs. That might actually be very good for us. Might actually be good. Fleet command limit might be good. I think resources from jobs. So now resources, I think, are only these. So they don't affect alloy and stuff. Difficult choice, kinda. Let's go with this. Synthetic thought patterns. Because why not? We're just being attacked by synthetics. The League of Yara might just cease to exist here. This doesn't look good for them. I mean, granted, it also doesn't look super good for us, because if this thing comes for us, we're kind of dead too. You cannot be... Why are you sitting there? What are you doing here? What is this? What are you doing? Get here, please. Get away from there. I don't want you to die. Alright, let's see. First wave gunship focus. Explosive weapon damage and rate of fire. We have a lot of that, so I think guidance system focus is good for you. God, bombing this thing is a problem. So I'm assuming that eventually they're gonna go send some fleets here. Contingency was pushed back but not defeated.
Game-changing upgrades incoming.
They're still out and about. We might be the only that even have some sort of grasp on this whole situation. Artisan output. Now this is something we need to take. There are so many good options here. The sentry array, etc. But we need to take this because artisan output is exactly what we need. That's alloy, that's consumer goods. That's all we need right now. Extortion successful. Okay, in exchange for discretion they have been granted the promise of certain diplomatic favors. Very good. Cool. So we can check that out in a moment. Let's see, battleship build cost and build speed plus 25%. Also something we probably want. Corvette hull points and frigate hull points plus 10% extra. Damn. There are just too many good options appearing here. Just too many good options. This is quicker. This is quicker. And they might actually be saving grace here eventually. Let's activate your cloaking. Or deactivate your cloaking and do assist cloaking detection. Okay. Let's bring the tiny stingers over as well, honestly. There's no need for them not to be there. Let's upgrade you again. And then bring you to bomb as well. We need everyone available for us right now.
Fleet augmented.
I'm upgrading these platforms because this has been a place where... Wait a moment. Wait a moment. I have an astral action. I can place a dimensional lock. So this, I think... Do I need a construction ship for this? Is that how it worked? I mean, we could go explore it. Didn't know we could do that with the construction ship. Let me get a science ship here. These guys. Okay, so we have to explore it first. But then these guys can put the lock on there. So let's bring them in. The construction ship. Go and explore, do it. I don't mind possibly losing a construction ship, that's okay. Okay, you have explored, wonderful. So this goes here. They did come through there before, but I can now... Where is this science ship? There. Let's just astral jump you here. Wait. 500. Alright, that's fine. I need you to astral jump here, and then I need you to go ahead and lock this. So first we're gonna astral jump you over. Instantaneous travel, basically, or near instantaneous. And then you can go ahead and do that. Migration treaty broken. Why are you being so mean? Okay, so we extorted a favor from them, meaning we can now try and go for, let's say, challenge. And I can extort a favor. Okay, I need more favors to push their support up for us. Favors give +5. Alright, cool. Learned. Learned something fresh, something new here. Okay, let's see. Can't really do much with these. When is this science ship coming? Preparing jump. Okay, very good. We got some shields progress. Wonderful. Definitely not something we need. End of the new Halifairian Khainate has been destroyed. Fuck. So our federation also no longer exists. Because it was with them. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure how that worked, how that happened. But they just got ripped apart. So we're alone again. Which also means we could do whatever we want. Like declare wars up here and stuff. But yeah, the War Citizen League are suddenly looking very much like these guys. It's very interesting. Let's establish an embassy. And that's a shame. Let's form a commercial pact. Gives us a little bit more income. And honestly, I think we're gonna go start buying these. How much are they? Ah, they're cheap. I'm not gonna buy 100, but near enough. Just to slow the bleeding down a little bit.
Someone's trying to connect.
Sure, we'll take all those commercial pacts. It's not a problem. We'll take them. all our fleet power. If we can take this system back, that will be super good, because then we can actually focus. So now we're placing a lock on this, meaning no one can travel through this wormhole anymore. This wormhole goes here, that's fine. The L gates haven't been activated yet, so these are not a problem. This thing hasn't been activated by us, so it's also not a problem. So we would really only have to focus on our borders. I'll take this as well, no worries. And I'll take your migrations. Bring your people. Bring your huddled masses. Minister of State is doing nothing. Why? Oh, right, they were delegated to the... yeah. They were a delegate here. Damn. No more Federation, no more delegate. Galactic focuses defeat the Contingency. That's good. That's good for us. Let's check through our planets. I'm sure there's some planet in need of a direct ruler. There we go. A mining world. It's not the most prestigious job, but it is a job. Where are you even? Why are you not on top of the list? There you are. Come on. Work that mining world. So I don't see their fleet here, which worries me a little bit, but also we would have enough sensor range to know whether or not they're there. The Yankee Conservation Act has been passed. Wonderful. Good thing. I am curious when these old empires start doing stuff. Who are you? The Genloth and Rennick Nation. You're new. Machine world destroyed. Sterilization lab 0.0003. This is ours. This is one we've been bombing. After being subject to heavy orbital bombardment, the planet's AI core self-destructed to prevent capture by triggering a massive anti-matter device hidden deep in the surface. In the destruction of this planet, the ghost signal has lost an important relay station. The strength has waned considerably as a result. In addition to the explosion, the planet has spread large deposits of living metal across the surface. This strange material has several unique properties and is used by the Contingency in construction of all its war forms and factories. A victory for the entire galaxy. So we get the living metal research option, but that means I think that this planet is now, yeah, it's not something we can take anymore. It's a broken world. Oh. It's a big shame. Let's survey the system again, and now we can move our fleets. Can you believe it? It's time. It's time to move our fleets. And the next greatest threat to us is here. So we're going to move our fleets to here first, and then we're going to go start moving in. And this will be a matter for next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask them. Go down into the comments. Also check out our Discord. And yeah, I hope to see you on the next one. Hope your empire goes well. Let's try and finish this campaign here. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you. Like and subscribe.